world of music streaming services, there is the king, Spotify, and then there is everything else. Apple Music has tried really hard over the years to gain traction with Spotify and gain their market share, but in my opinion, their user interface is lackluster. Tidal, while having a phenomenal experience when it comes to listening to the music, finding that music is a little more difficult than it needs to be, and the price point is just not attainable for some folks out there. Amazon Music Unlimited, while a great price at $8.99, you need to be a Prime member to get that $8.99 price point. But what about YouTube Music? What about a service that has the word YouTube in front of it? What exactly is YouTube Music? What exactly does it offer? How is it different from the rest? And how does it compete with the king that is Spotify? Now, over the last calendar year, I've abandoned all the other music services that I've tried in the past, from Apple Music, Tidal, Amazon, etc., and I have stuck with Spotify and I have stuck with YouTube Music for various reasons. The first being that Spotify keeps innovating, everything from its AI DJ to doing audiobooks to changing up its user interface to look more like TikTok and Instagram. Spotify is constantly evolving, trying to maintain its lead in the race, if you will. YouTube Music has always been, at least for me, an afterthought. It's just kind of a service that's there, sort of like what Amazon offers with Amazon Music Unlimited. When you think of YouTube, you don't necessarily think of music streaming service, you think of a video platform like the one you're watching this video on right now. But the truth of the matter is that YouTube Music is actually a very good alternative if you're looking to move away from Spotify for whatever reason that may be. YouTube Music has a number of positives that I'll get into in a second, but let's get the negatives out of the way first. The highest bit rate that you can get is 256 kilobits per second from YouTube Music. Now that pales in comparison to Spotify's 320 kilobits per second, and it absolutely pales in comparison to Tidal, which can max out at 24-bit 192 kilohertz sound quality. But we're here to talk about YouTube Music and the positives versus Spotify. Now, the best way that I can describe YouTube Music is that it's simple. Its UI is very clean, it's very easy to navigate, it's very easy to find what you are looking for. On the front, you have the music that you've been recently listening to on the Listen Again tab. From there, you go to Quick Picks. These are based off of songs that you, again, have recently listened to. You can just pick one song, and then when you're done with that song, let's say, for example, Dance Tonight by Dua Lipa, you go to the next song, and it'll play Antihero by Taylor Swift, This Is Why by Paramore, Physical by Dua Lipa, Flowers by Miley Cyrus, Bad Guy by Billie Eilish, Good Time by Owl City, Chandelier by Sia. Like, there isn't a single miss in that as far as my music taste is concerned at the moment. Like, I like every single one of those songs. But let's go into something a little different. Let's go to Where Were You by State Champs. Now we got Where Were You State Champs, we got Fake It by State Champs, Things I Can't Change by Story So Far, My Friends Over You, Newfound Glory, Sugar We're Going Down by Fall Out Boy, Parasite by Electric Callboy, Even If She Falls by Blink-182, Even If She Falls by Blink-182. This is a deep cut, all right? This isn't a single. It's got a very keen understanding of what it thinks I might like when it comes to the music that I've chosen to listen to. From there, you've got this feature I really like called Forgotten Favorites. These are albums that you might have listened to a while back that you haven't revisited in a while. So I've got Before These Crowded Streets from Dave Matthews Band. I've got Primary Colors by Magic. Phenomenal album. If you like Magic, or if you like Rude by Magic, you'll really dig that record. Enema of the State by Blink-182. Futures by Jimmy Eat World. One Nation Underground by El Nino. Records that I love, that I listen to in full on this platform, that I've listened to once or twice and then just haven't gone back to for whatever reason. It's like, hey, maybe you want to listen to these again. The Mixed For You section is a various list of mixes that are based on your various interests. So it'll have like a pop version, a kids version, if you will, if you've got kids. It'll have a rock version, a hard rock version, like I've got one with Ginger and Korn. There's recommended playlists. There's stuff that you can listen to that's similar to, like, let's say Blink-182, etc., etc. But let's say I want to listen to Even If She Falls by Blink-182. You've got a couple things that you can do here. If you click on the lyrics tab, you've got the lyrics that you can follow along with. If you click on a specific part of the lyrics, it'll take you to that part of the song just like you can in Spotify, which is great. If you click on the up next, it'll tell you what songs are coming up next, which is really good to see. And also, if you click on the related tab, it'll give you a lot of recommendations that you might also like. Now, my favorite feature about YouTube Music, and really why I stuck with it more so than anything, is that even though the sound quality on paper is lower than Spotify, I guarantee you 100%, because that's been my experience, for whatever reason, Spotify brings its overall volume down. And I don't know if it's to protect people's ears when they've got like AirPods and stuff in it, or they're listening to it in cars or anything like that. But the overall ceiling as far as volume goes in Spotify is lower than YouTube Music's. And what I mean by that is this: I made a video about this a while ago when I was talking about Spotify and the AI DJ and stuff. I posted a clip as a short that I'll include in this video as well. I'm going to pick one song and I'm going to show you the difference in audio quality here in my car. Now, I'm not going to change anything. I'm not going to change the volume. I'm not going to change a single thing on the car or the phone. I'm just going to go to Spotify, play a song, and then I'm going to go to YouTube Music and play the exact same song without changing the volume. And hopefully this microphone can pick up the volume difference and the oomph difference, if you will, but there is definitely something lacking. So I am going to put my volume right there in the car. I'm not going to adjust anything. Go to my phone. I'm going to go to the rock mix and I'm going to pick, I know nobody's listening is going to bump. So here we go.
Yo, keep the style and the kids checking for it. The number one question is how could you ignore it?
Not bad, not bad. Now we're going to go to YouTube Music. We're going to pick the exact same thing. All right, here we go.
Yo, keep the style and the kids checking for it. The number one question is...
That is night and day. That is night and day. And yes, while the Spotify was loud and it bumped, the YouTube Music pierces through the speaker, man. It is loud. Now, I could be totally wrong about this, but that has been my experience. That is what I've noticed, both in the car using Bluetooth and on the AirPods as well. I hear a noticeable audio degradation as far as mix goes when I listen to Spotify. And for that very reason alone, I had to leave Spotify, because as a musician, it's very important to me to listen to the music that I want to listen to and the best possible audio quality that I can. As far as libraries go, they're exactly the same, over 100 million songs and counting and still going. As an artist, when my song comes out, it goes on YouTube Music and Spotify at the exact same time. There is no lag, there's no difference there. Now, the one thing that you might be seeing in your research of Spotify versus YouTube Music is that Spotify has a desktop app and YouTube Music does not. This is actually not true. While you can't go and actually go to youtubemusic.com and download a desktop version like you can on Spotify, there is a workaround to get YouTube Music as an app on your computer. I'm going to show you how to do it right now. So first off, you actually need to do this through Chrome. It won't work through Safari or any other browser as far as I know, but it definitely works in Chrome. Typing in YouTube Music and clicking on the first link. Now, if you're not already signed in, make sure to sign in. But the next thing you want to do is click on this hamburger menu right here, and you'll see down here where it says install YouTube Music. Click on this and you'll see something that'll ask you, do you want to install the app of YouTube Music? Click install and it'll open up basically the desktop version of YouTube Music for you right here. Now here's the icon for it. It's this big red circle with the play button in the middle. I'll just move it to wherever I want. And now I have YouTube Music installed on my computer. So the next time I want to open YouTube Music, I literally just click on this and it opens it up right there. Now, in essence, it's basically grabbing it from the web. It's a web player on your computer, but it's an app. So there's a desktop version of YouTube Music. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. And the best part about YouTube Music is that if you are a YouTube Premium member, where you watch YouTube with no ads or anything like that, then you get YouTube Music for free. If you enjoyed this content and learned something, please give this video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more videos from Arc Overload. My name is Amir, and I will see you next time.